Hello everyone. Today we are going to introduce you to the Arduino platform. So Arduino is an open source electronics platform which has a very easy to use hardware and a software. So Arduino board they are able to read inputs like a light on a sensor or a finger on a button or a Twitter message, and it can turn this into output also like activating a motor or turning the LED on or publishing something online. Arduino boards can interact with buttons, LEDs, motors, GPS units, cameras. It can even interact with your smartphone and TVs. Now, you can tell Arduino board to do this by sending some instructions to the microcontroller available on the Arduino board, and for that you have to use an Arduino software. So first of all, let's discuss the hardware of the Arduino. So as you can see, this is an Arduino Uno board. So this black colored chip available is nothing but a microcontroller. So Arduino Uno uses Atmega 328 microcontroller. We have some pins available on the top and bottom side for interfacing different sensors and interfacing some output devices like LEDs and motors. So on top side we have 14 digital pins starting from pin 0 and pin number 13, and then we have a ground pin and an analog reference pin. Now out of these 14 digital pins there are 6 PWM pins also. Pin number 0 and pin number 1 they also serves as a transmitter and receiver. Means if your Arduino is going to communicate serially with some device, then you can transmit and receive the data with the help of this pin number 0 and pin number 1. Then we have a USB plug over here which is going to power your Arduino with the help of USB cable, and you can also upload the code to the Arduino with the help of USB cable. So you have to insert the USB cable in this USB plug. Then we have a crystal oscillator which is responsible for generating a clock frequency. So Arduino board operates on a 16 MHz clock frequency. Then we have an external power supply here. So if you have to power your Arduino with an external battery supply, then you just have to connect a battery connector here. Then we have some pins available at the bottom side. So there are 6 analog pins available from A0 to A5. These pins are used to interface analog sensors like LDR or potentiometer. Then these are the power supply pins available. So we have a voltage in pin which is used to power the Arduino externally, or Arduino can also power other devices with the help of this voltage in pin. Then we have two ground pins over here, then a 5-volt pin, a 3.3-volt pin, and a reset pin. So reset pin is used to reset the Arduino. We have a reset button also available on the Arduino board. By pressing this button, your Arduino will reset. Means it will start executing the code from the beginning. Then we have a ICSP programmer. So ICSP is nothing but in circuit serial programmer board. Then we have a power on LED. So whenever your Arduino will have a power, this LED will light up to indicate that Arduino has the power. Then there are 3 more LEDs available. So there is a power LED indicated with letter L. So this is an built-in LED which is internally connected with pin number 13. So whenever your pin number 13 gets a high or a low signal, this power LED will turn on and off. Then we have 2 more LEDs, TX and RX. So whenever your Arduino is going to transmit or receive the data, these transmit and receive LEDs will blink accordingly. So that's about the hardware of Arduino Uno board. Now let's talk about the software. We are going to use an Arduino IDE which is going to use to code the Arduino board. So for downloading that software, you have to go to this particular link. When you click on this particular link, there will be an options available to install the Arduino IDE. You have to choose the option according to your operating system, and then the .exe file will get downloaded, and you just have to run that file in order to install your Arduino software. Now let me show you. We will show you how to install this Arduino software in this video further. Once the Arduino software is installed, this is how you have to connect your Arduino board with your system. So you will be provided with a USB cable. So connect one end to the Arduino board and another end to the system, and your Arduino board will get connected to the system. Then how you have to upload the code in the Arduino board? So you have to open the Arduino IDE software. Then you have to click on the tools and select the board. So you have to select Arduino Uno board, as we are using Arduino Uno board. Then you have to select a port. So click on a serial port, and in the list of serial port you will get the name of that serial port where you have connected your Arduino, and you have to select that particular port. Once you have selected the board and port, now you can upload your code to the Arduino. But make sure that before uploading the code, you have selected the board and port. If you have not selected the board and port, you will not be able to upload the code to the Arduino. So this is how your Arduino IDE looks like. This is a sketch where you can see two by default functions, setup and loop. So this is how Arduino IDE looks like. So this is a menu bar, this is a button bar. Then we have a input and edit area where we are going to write the code. Then we have a status bar here where the status of the code, whether the uploading is done or not, or whether the compilation is done or not, that status will be written here. And then we have a program notification area where the size of your program, whether there are any syntax error or not, so that information will be displayed in a program notification area. Then there are some buttons which are used. So the very first button is a compile or a verify. So this button is used to check whether there are any syntax error in your code or not. So whenever you are going to upload your code, you have to first verify whether your code has any syntax error. If your code is compiled or verified successfully, then you can go for uploading your code. So by clicking this particular button, you can upload the code in the Arduino board. Then we have these three buttons. So this one is to create a new sketch, this is to open an existing sketch, and this one is used to save your sketch. Then this is a serial monitor. So whenever you are communicating with an Arduino board serially, or if you are communicating serially with any other device, then you can check what data you are receiving by clicking on this serial monitor. So that's all about the introduction to the Arduino hardware and software. Thank you. Now let me show you how to install the Arduino IDE software. So open a new tab and search for Arduino software download. Then click on this very first link. So you can see several download options are available here. So if you are using a Windows operating system, you can click over here. If you are using Linux, then you can select the options according to your system. So mine one is Windows, so we'll just click here on Windows. Then you just have to click on just download. Just click on just download, and you can see your Arduino IDE executable file started downloading over here. So once your file is downloaded, you just have to double click, and then your Arduino IDE software will get installed. So just click on I agree. Just click on anyone who uses this computer. Click on next. Click on install, and you can see the installing has started. Now the Arduino IDE software is installed. Just click on finish.